We all had that one weird teacher at some point in school. For me, it was my gym teacher. I'm gonna call him Mr. R.
It's the first letter of his name.
Mr. R was my gym teacher for grade 1 all the way to grade 7, and he was a pretty good gym teacher. Now that you have a basic idea of Mr. R, let me tell you the weird side of him. One time in grade 6, we were outside playing Capture the Flag, and this girl starts screaming. Let's call her Victim 1. Victim 1 was moving her shirt around and screaming. A big crowd formed and then Mr. R came. Victim 1 told Mr. R that there was a fly in her shirt. So with that in mind, Mr. R walked over to Victim 1 and looked down her shirt. Hey guys, I got the last fly. Oh, what the f***? Mr. R walked away and we just stood there, trying to comprehend what happened. Another time, me and my brother were walking with some friends, and one of them brought up Mr. R. My friend said that his older brother walked past his office and saw him watching adult movies. Then my brother was like, yeah, Mr. R braids the girl's hair in gym class. What? Remember, this is coming from my friend and my brother, so take it with a grain of salt. A year later during recess, a kid comes screaming, Mr. R got arrested! Mr. R got arrested! I wasn't even surprised. I knew it would happen sooner or later. When I got inside the school, I got on my phone and searched up Mr. R, and the first thing that came up was a picture of Mr. R and a bunch of news articles about him. I would show you the articles, but I don't want to give away my location, so I'm just going to tell you what the articles said. The articles said that Mr. R was talking to little girls on social media and tried to, how do I say this? Lure them to his house? Mr. R pretended to be a teenager by using the name Cody Clark and using a profile picture of a teenage boy. That can either be the best or worst thing for that teenage boy. The good thing about it is that someone thinks you look hot enough to pretend to be you, but the problem is that's a 50-year-old gym teacher. After a couple days, my school and Mr. R were in a lot of articles and was even on CTV, Canada's third most famous news site. Okay, I got that information off a random website, so I don't know if it's true or not. On CTV, they talked about Mr. R on live TV. My school was famous, but for the wrong reason. In the video, they interviewed some adults that lived in the area about the situation, and they all said the same thing. It's disgusting, it's disturbing, I'm disappointed, blah blah blah, which is understandable, but when the kids at my school heard the news about Mr. R, they created a hashtag #FreeMrR, and some kids were even crying when they heard the news. Not because their gym teacher liked little girls a bit too much, but because Mr. R was in jail. And coincidentally, those were the same girls that got their hair braided by Mr. R, so... I was going to talk about Mr. R's Rate My Teacher page to see how other people thought about him, but his page was deleted because people kept reviewing him 5 stars and saying free Mr. R. Also, when I searched up Mr. R, I saw this Urban Dictionary for him, so I clicked on it and it says, Mr. R, your pedophile gym teacher who grabs your ass and asks you to do extra stretches after school. He wants you to do extra bottom stretches too. That Mr. R. By Mr. R, bro, without an F, March 5th, 2020. So I guess people are still talking about Mr. R. If you're wondering what's going on with Mr. R today, I actually don't know. The article said that Mr. R received bail and that the investigation is not over, but this all happened 3 years ago, so I wonder what Mr. R is doing today. Actually, never mind. I don't want to know.